Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
This, of course, the Saitama Stadium looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch. So much like classic European stadia. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some...
He leaps for it! And it's a goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Putin City are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Corinthians are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking to play him in.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to play it through. Hazard receives it in a wide position. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So a big moment. That is some save from Khan. Yamal. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Here's found the way through. Shoots! He's got a goal! They are purring, truly purring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Another punt. It's Ibrahimovic! Nuno Mendes. And it's Neymar. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That is good alertness. Yamal. Zanetti. And it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Chance for a shot! And it's in!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Schneider.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pirlo. It's anyone's ball now. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Just looking wide, looking for options for movement. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nuno Mendes. And the counter is on. Now Neymar. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. And he's opted for the long pass. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Hakimi. Yamal. That is a great pick out. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Zanetti. Schneider. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And that's a dangerous ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Great vision. He's having a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Neymar. Corinthians are looking to break at pace. Now it's Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
Minutes has been indicated.
Hakimi. De Ligt. That has not gone well. Mendes spots it and intercepts. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Please join me in
it is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Kuching City are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Nuno Mendes. Rijkaard. No way through, so back it comes. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Nice looking ball. And this is Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. Schneider. Corinthians appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
De Ligt. Threads one in.
The attendance for this
Just
match
about up to the hour now.
60,179.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Guardiola really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Rijkaard. Kuching City have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
So time for change.
Neymar.
And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Number 20. Schneider. Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field. Number
De Ligt.
14. Mbappe. Number
Akanji.
15. Yamal.
And it's
Number
Mendes.
22. Gerrard. Number 10. Jan Koller.
Yamal, the man with the tools to make a difference here. And it's Azar. Back they go.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And this is Azar. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Can he get on the end of this? Delivery from Mbappe. Kuching City have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. Pass somewhat off target.
Kuching City clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's been cut out, well played. Guardiola. This is a promising build-up. Hakimi. Shevchenko. Now he's got space here. Mbappe gets into a good position. Drills one in. Shevchenko. Corinthians have it back and can go again. Yamal. Nicely shaped ball. Akanji. And it's Mendes. Nicely weighted ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Corinthians really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
He's in plenty of space
There
here.
will be 1 minute at a
Adams
time.
gets over and intercepts. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Yamal going forward. Okay. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And we
The
come to
end
you
of the
now
game.
with a quick request for
Reflections?
support
Well,
for
Peter,
our
this
World
was
Charity
probably
Fund.
more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Corinthians and Sao Paulo, two teams who have every right to consider themselves Brazilian footballing royalty. And when they clash, sparks tend to fly. Corinthians may hold the edge historically, but if we know one thing about derbies, it's that such history counts for very little. Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine. Ibrahimovic! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Sao Paulo penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's...
And the shot! Messi. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he latch on to this? Hakimi cuts it out. Nuno Mendes. Pirlo does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. Azar. Belletti. And this is Messi. Azar. Neymar. Great vision. Messi. Azar. That pass has been well intercepted. Ambitious ball here. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's there to get it away. Sao Paulo with the corner. They're first. And a header! Split-second reaction.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Sao Paulo leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Great defending, strong and determined.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And Messi! And that is wildly off target.
Sao Paulo certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. Baresi. Schneider. First quarter of an hour gone. Corinthians have it back and can go again. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pinches it off him. Hakimi. And it's Mendes. Azar! And there's his goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. That's really well manoeuvred.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now who's going to be first to this? Gets a good foot in there. Ball looks a good one. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Batistuta. He's Batistuta! Against the crossbar! Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Just eases him off the ball. Nice looking ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nicely weighted ball. And Shevchenko! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Teremos uma substituição.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Belletti stood up well to him there. Nuno Mendes and Akanji. Haaland. Hakimi. Oh, can he get onto this? That has been cut short. And it's Mendes. Played back into the centre. And it's Gerrard. Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish of true class. Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Sao Paulo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Hazard will not want to lose out. It's Gerrard! Tremendous from Gerrard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter.
Ibrahimovic! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Ibrahimovic has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi. This is a promising build-up. That's really well manoeuvred. And Adams. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Ibrahimovic. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Akanji, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Messi. Schneider. He's on it. Can he get away? De Ligt can clear it away. Now it's Haaland. Now that looks a decent ball.
Foram indicados 2
Nicely
minutos de
intercepted.
acréscimo.
Baresi. Neymar. And here's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard kept aware. and it is reclaimed easily. Pirlo with the foul. Courtois. And the referee has blown for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. He's found a way through. It's come to nothing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hakimi ventures forward, and it's Messi. Hazard given the lift of... It's Hazard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard. De Ligt is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the shot's on here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Zanetti. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Haaland. Messi. And they can counter here. But they've got it again. He can run onto that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has not gone well. Great ball if he can get there. And he shoots! Goal! Sao Paulo! And again they hit the front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 9, Neymar. Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 15. Camisa 14.
Sao Paulo choosing to make the first change. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And here's Batistuta. Hazard. And this is Hazard. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from...
He's gone for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Sao Paulo perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Over to the right flank. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. He'll try from distance! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corinthians have their second corner now. Sao Paulo are looking to go forward now. That's been intercepted. Batistuta looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Corinthians clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, that could be pivotal! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pirlo demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Hazard. Looking for the run. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. And he whips it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Batistuta. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely shaped ball. That's beautifully weighted. And it's Ibrahimovic. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Mbappe. That's travelling a long way. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
Sao Paulo are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6. Camisa
Ended up in no man's land.
Camisa 4.
Now it's Van Basten. Aimed beyond the defence. It is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Hakimi. Messi. Oh no, this does not look good. Knocks it into space. It's Van Basten! Just cruising! They are cruising! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Sao Paulo visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Can he get it through? Oh, that's delightful. Chance to deliver. Khan deals with that nice and simple. The final 5 minutes. Messi, played out wide. Well, that pass isn't the best. And he was alert to it. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Gerrard. Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he couldn't quite make it 6. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, he's found support out wide. Hakimi flashes it across. That has been knocked clear. Van Basten. Now it's Yamal. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Hazard. He's going for goal! And he's done very well to deal with it. Corinthians have their third corner. He leaps for it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And that is as far as it goes. Sao Paulo can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Sao Paulo really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club. Well, we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And it's Neymar. Good play on the left-hand side here. Neymar's cross. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And the counter is on. That has ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. And he's been shifted off it. And he has been fouled there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And here's Cruyff, and he's had it nicked away. And he's quick to return it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Neymar has the space to scheme. He's not got that quite right. Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Nicely weighted ball. Well read, nice interception. Cruyff. Zanetti calmly anticipates. Searching pass is played there. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Shoots! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Neymar. And it's Neymar. Now it's Cruyff. Neymar finding himself in space. And that was very necessary. Now it's Guardiola. Pass somewhat off target. Buffon getting this one clear. And here's Messi. Spread it left. Now it's Neymar. And it's been played through. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry.
It's Ibrahimovic! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
The less said about that pass, the better. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to play it through. Messi. Pirlo. Looking for the run. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Neymar. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Defending was strong and firm. Turan. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Neymar. And he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's in one-on-one. He's having a shot! And a neat finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
He's had a shot! Oh, impressive strike.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and
oh, give it away.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Neymar. And it's Schneider. Maldini eases him off the ball. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Informações fornecidas pela polícia local no telão.
So right back into the action. Sao Paulo not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Oh, he's found support out wide. He is through here. Real chance here. Oh, it's a great ball here. Messi. Ibrahimovic. And it's Messi. That has found him in acres of space.
This is the time you need that pace.
No, again there's no way through. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff running with intent. Neymar. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Knocks it into space. Guardiola. That is good alertness.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he was quick to react. Pirlo. Now it's Shevchenko. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Schneider. Now it's Neymar. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pirlo, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. No, it's wide.
Vieira will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Stam is there and he can pick it up. Khan. Long ball by the goalkeeper. It's Belletti. Pirlo. Now it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Leicester cuts it out. Can he get it through? That's been cut out, well played. Messi has it out wide and in space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking tidy in possession here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Space for him to turn and look. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Picked out brilliantly. And a chance! And that's a tidy finish. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Sao Paulo still making a fight of this. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Ibrahimovic. Thuram. Azar. And here's Messi. Shifted it to the flank. That has not gone well. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shapes to shoot! He's kept it out, just.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cruyff. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now, can they get him away? Nice-looking ball. And he's managed to get free. Hazard. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cruyff plays it all the way forward. It's gone out for a throw-in. Maldini. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Teremos
pretty loose
de
pass.
acréscimo.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Now it's Neymar. And the pass is intercepted. And that...